Wagwan, what's good? Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching for the very first time, my name is Staecha. I go by Namaste on Instagram, so if you're interested in keeping up with my day-to-day life, check me out over there on the gram. Haven't posted a picture on my main feed in a while, but we're working on that. So if you're watching for the very first time, I make videos about life in Japan. So if you're interested in that kind of content, consider subscribing to my channel. If you're also into fashion and beauty, I also do a little of those to add a little razzle dazzle to my channel. If you are a day one, you know I got my love for you. Say no more. Okay, it's been a while since I filmed a video, so I'm kind of feeling rusty and a bit shy. But as you can see from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about bills. Listen, I thought adulthood would be better. Like, what is this? This is the ghetto.
It's not even giving what y'all said it was supposed to give.
That's all I can say. But enough rambling, let's get into the nitty-gritty. So I get a lot of questions about, you know, how much things cost. And I do want to give a disclaimer that really and truly the cost of living in Japan, or the bills or the expenses that you have, is going to be contingent on a few things. The first is whether or not you come with a company that provides housing. If you are working with a company that provides housing, then things like rent won't be an issue. Perhaps they'll ask you to pay for your utilities. So it is really dependent on the company that you're coming with if they provide housing. In addition to that, one of the things that you should bear in mind is your own personal lifestyle. That will also determine a lot of the expenses that you have. So in this video, I'm going to give you the basic things that you will have to pay if you're living in Japan, with the exception of the rent, and that again is dependent on whether or not you're working with a company that provides housing. Now for rent, personally, I pay around 60,000 yen for the apartment that I'm in. My apartment does come with certain appliances, so it comes with a smart TV, a washing machine. I do get a microwave and a refrigerator as well. So you can find apartments that are bigger than the one that I live in right now, that provides way more space and is cheaper. Chances are though, you're going to pay, you are going to be asked to have or to furnish the apartment. So my apartment is semi-furnished, so bear that in mind. So I am paying for all of that. So I pay $60,000 for rent, and like I said, some companies, they will provide renting, or they will provide they will pay a certain amount, and whatever is left you will be asked to pay that. So I pay $60,000 for rent. So I want to touch on food before I get into utilities. Again, food is one of the expenses that will be determined based on your own appetite. If you cook, how often you cook, what you like to eat, if you like to eat out, all of that. For me personally, I'm not necessarily a big fan of eating a lot of Japanese food, and that's for the simple fact that I'm Jamaican. I am used to food being prepared a certain kind of way, and even though there are certain Japanese dishes that I enjoy having, I do find that for me, the food is often, I don't know, it's bland. Like the rice is very, very fresh. A lot of the food is not it doesn't have the layers that Caribbean food is known to have. So I tend to cook most of my meals. If you follow me on Instagram, you would know. I usually make my own breakfast. I take lunch to work because I'm not a fan of school lunch. I don't know how people do it. There's a special place in heaven for you. There's a special place for you all, because you are the real MVPs. You are the people's champion. Staecha, on the other hand, is a no. It's a hell no. It's a no way. It's a don't worry, I'll cook it myself. So I don't eat school lunches. Some people opt to do that. I do believe that you pay, if I'm not mistaken, especially for elementary school, for junior high school I should say. But I cook my own lunches. I take my own lunches to school, and it goes without saying that I usually make dinner for myself. So that being said, food usually cost, I usually make a budget for $30,000 every month, and I try to spend about 7,500 yen per week on grocery. I don't buy food for the month for the simple fact that food spoils very quickly in Japan. That's one. And two, I have very limited space, so I try to maximize, or I try to be efficient when it comes down to using my space. So I do shop every weekend for the week ahead of me. So I spend about 30,000 a month, 7,500 roughly a week on groceries. For some people it's more, for some people it's less, but for me, I find that that is a good way, a good price range for me to buy the foods that I love, because I do like cooking. I love trying new foods, and so for me, I like to prepare my own meals, and I prepare like 95% of the meals that I eat. I usually prepare them myself. So that's your food. Alright, so I want to get into utilities, and utilities in Japan is inclusive of light, water, gas, and I guess you could say the internet too, because who don't need the internet these days? So those four things. So what I will say is, in Japan, it depends on the month or the season that you're in, that will determine your light, your water, and your gas bill. During the summer months, utilities are usually cheaper during the summer months. So if you're one of those people who wants to save, I would suggest that to take advantage of that during the summer months. Well, for me, my bills are usually very low during the summer months. My light and my gas bill are significantly lower, like 50% lower than what I normally pay during the winter time. So that gives you an opportunity to either save more or spend more, whichever you choose. No judgments here. So for me, I find that my light, water, and gas, they usually range anywhere between 3,000 yen to 7,000 yen. So that's for light, water, and gas. Light and gas are bills that you pay monthly. Now your water bill, your water and sewage, that is something that is paid like every other month. So that bill does not come monthly, thank you Jesus, and it's usually not very high either. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, so another thing that I want to talk about is health insurance. I want to take a moment of silence because I'm in my second year of living in Japan, and when I came here, I was paying 1,200 yen monthly, and then it increased to 1,300 yen. So I got a bill this month, right? And I knew that the insurance rate would have gone up, simply because insurance in Japan is calculated based on your previous year of income. Now I knew I was only paying $1,300 because my previous income was zero. I was new to Japan. But from $1,300, my bill is now 16,200 per month, and as if that was not enough, another bill came,
another one,
and that bill was my residence tax bill. Now I had been dreading this day because I've heard so many horror stories from other foreigners who are here. And I think a part of the horror and the fear has to do with the fact that no one really knows what to expect, because the bill varies. And I've heard some very absurd numbers and some very low numbers. And based on what I've gathered, it's calculated based on where you're at, whatever ward you're at, whatever prefecture you're in, and how much you work. That's what I've gathered based on my interactions with other people who live here. So my bill came, and mark you, compared to the exorbitant prices that I've heard, it wasn't high in the grand scheme of things. However, based on my salary, it was not giving what it was supposed to give. Because now I have to pay 13,000 yen a month for residence tax. So as you can tell, like, my whole life is upside down. My whole life has changed. It's changed because of these extra bills are just burdensome as far as I'm concerned. The last thing I do want to talk about is the fact that most companies here, they usually pay for transportation, but that's usually something that you claim at the end of the month. So I do make a budget for transportation. One of the good things though is that where I work, I use the train only, so I do a monthly pass. So I pay around 6,900 yen. We're gonna call it 7,000 yen a month. And what that means is I can travel, so say for example my station is A and my school station is H. Anywhere between A and H I can travel free. Once I get beyond that point I have to pay. So I pay around 7,000 yen a month for transportation. That is reimbursed, but I still have to budget for that. So those are the things that I would consider basic things that you need to bear in mind. Like I've said before, and I just want to reiterate, like, your expenses, you cannot watch any single video and say, oh, it's going to be like this. But I do hope that this provides some amount of framework as it relates to how much you would spend or how much you will probably spend if you're going to be living in Japan. These are the basic things. Of course, anything outside of that, it's going to be contingent on you, your lifestyle, etc, etc. Based on the company that I work for, I can say honestly that I can't save and live. Do you know what I mean? I have to choose between the two or find another job or another means of income, which is why we have this. But yeah, I did want to come on here and let you guys know what are my expenses and what my monthly expenses are like. I have done a video talking about grocery shopping in Japan and how much I usually spend on that. So if you're interested in that, you can check that in the cards above or in the description bar below, or you can go ahead and check it out on my channel. It is there for you if you want to watch it. It is summertime. I'm so happy I can stay home and relax and use my time completely how I want it to be used. So I'm coming with a few cute videos for y'all this summer. This is my first full summer vacation. Last year we had only 2 weeks off because of the whole coronavirus thing. So this year we have the full month off. So I'm looking forward to creating some content that you guys will love. I have a girls trip coming up and I think you guys will enjoy that vlog, even though I haven't made it as yet. Comment below some things that you want to see me film in the future. I'll try as best as possible to do so. One subscriber asked for a video about clothing or how I dress for work. I really dress very basic, but I think I'm going to try and work on a video for y'all so y'all can see that. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and if you have any further questions or comments, please drop them in the comment section below. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff to see my beautiful face again. By the way, y'all, do you notice I have my natural hair out? It has been so long since I've worn my actual hair out, and I'm kind of feeling it. I really am. This is a different look for me, and I think it's cute. What did y'all think? Anyways, guys, let me not take up any more of your time. I love you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your constant support. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.